Hi Virgo, Scottish Gypsy here to do your fortnightly tarot and oracle reading. I've been pre-shuffling the cards and I took some photos of what happened during that pre-shuffle because it was really quite significant. I had a very powerful pre-shuffle for Taurus that aligned perfectly with the reading. We'll see if that happens for you today. But let me tell you what happened. So the cards that came out of the tarot, the Page of Swords came out with the Ace of Swords. Now in the deck, it was kind of split so that you could just see the Eight of Swords, which is the overthinking card. Okay, so you could see the Eight of Swords, but the cards that came out was the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords. Very interesting when you consider that the other card that came out was the Make a Decision card. Okay, so I do feel like you've been searching, researching, or waiting on a message, a call, information to support you in making a decision, right? So I do think now might be the time. Now the card that came out with that says put your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel, which is interesting because he's connected to the throat chakra. So the creative energy could be something around speaking or communication. Just thought I'd mention that for some of you. But it says... sorry, let me put my glasses on so I can read it, Virgo. It says, Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. We are going to do the main reading, but that's quite significant, Virgo, isn't it? So, Page of Swords, the person who's inquisitive, curious, can be a researcher, or you're researching or looking up something or learning something to support the Ace of Swords. Now, that can be a path, an opportunity, or it can be a vision, right? So you might have an idea, a concept. You might be researching or thinking, is this worth doing? It feels creative for a lot of you, and it definitely feels like there's communication for a lot of you, but it won't be for everyone. But put your creative inspiration into action here. Let's get on with the reading. We'll start here today. Oh, we've got full moon in Sagittarius, that it's time to see the bigger picture. So I am feeling it's time for expansion. Maybe even to shoot your target because, you know, it's the Archer. So, and even like you might be inspired to take aim at something, right? So, you know, Sagittarian energy can connect to study, by the way. So you might need to study connected to the thought or idea. It can connect to travel as well, or expansion, adventure, growth. Now, some of you, full moon in Sagittarius, there could have been something that ended or concluded and you've been told to see the bigger picture. It could have even been with a Sagittarius, but let's begin. Now, when I said the readings are fortnightly, that means every 2 weeks, but I do a lot of bonus readings, Virgo, so highly encourage you to subscribe so that you don't miss out. Okay, Virgo. One of my favorite collectors. I love reading all the comments. You're always supporting through hyping and liking and even donations. Thank you so much. You're such an amazing collective. Let's see what's going to come through next 2 to 3 weeks. One more. Ooh, did you see that? That was kind of interesting. Let me just get the cards. All right, if I can get myself out of my kerfuffle. It says release control, first quarter moon in Taurus. Now, Taurus energy can be stubborn. I know, I am one. Not saying you're a Taurus. Maybe you're picking up on some of their traits. You might have a placement in Taurus that's quite strong because they're a fixed earth, okay? It says first quarter moon in Taurus. Now, there could be a situation that you recently began with a Taurus, but Taurus energy can connect to the material realm as well. So it can be around business, money, career, health, all of those material aspects of life. First quarter could suggest, you know, you might have kicked something off in recent past. You might be starting to experience some challenges. They are telling you to release control, whatever that means. If it's your story, you're going to know. And it says last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. So release control and clear your mind. So Taurus and Gemini energy. Now, Gemini energy definitely can be around communication or conversation or thoughts. And I am feeling like for you, maybe your mind's a little overactive here. You might be overthinking something. You've been told to clear your mind. You might be worried. Bottom of the deck, it says full moon in Cancer, let your fears dissolve. Can I get a wee bonus extra, please, for the Virgo collective? And it says, embrace the flow of life. Super interesting. Taurus pulled this card today. And they did have a yin-yang aspect, you know, the highs and the lows. That could be significant. You win some, you lose some. There could be a situation that doesn't go your way here with two full moon energies today. There could be something coming to an end or a conclusion. So Gemini energy is also showing up, which absolutely can be around communication. We do have Mercury retrograde, which can be quite challenging for communication. Let's see. We'll work with this oracle. Oh, you are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. So you are, it says here that you're sitting in fear and you're needing to choose faith and believe that you are protected. You're angelically protected. And Taurus had that today too. In fact, they had Sagittarian or the Temperance energy in the heart of their reading. So they had an angel in the heart. Oh, wow. Okay. Card's been super active today. And Taurus had this too. Beautiful. And they had angel number 222. You've got 22. So you might be seeing that number a lot, which could be confirming this reading today. It does say, like Taurus, so Taurus and Virgo are being told to either keep their heart open or open their heart. Okay, so it could be a situation that requires nurture, love, friendship, care, compassion. Now the wording says no one is perfect, so you could be maybe looking at a person, a situation, and you're needing to be more realistic, okay, and understand that no one is perfect. Stop judging yourself, so you might be being harsh on yourself and others, and let love heal the situation. Now it's interesting because Taurus had that as well. Deeper insights are at hand. Okay, so, and telling you to reflect as well. Okay, can I see, please, for Virgo? Can't make it up, Virgo. There it is. Make a decision. It's nowhere on the main spread. It says you are choosing to prioritize. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or others in the situation? It's a question. So have a think about that. It says accept divine guidance, pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. And look at the heart. Can you see the dual reference to the heart? Here's what I'm going to say. Follow your heart. Hopefully the Knight of Cups comes out today. All right, let's see. Virgo. One more. It says prioritize self-care. So put yourself first in a situation. It says you do so much for others, Virgo. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Beautiful. Lots of themes around love coming through today, which is just gorgeous. Very happy to see that. Let's pull you an angel number. Ooh. That's crazy. Now, I've shuffled the cards. Yeah, I think that's what Taurus had. They had this exact combination in different aspects after I'd shuffled. And if you're interested, go watch the reading because it's quite fascinating. So they definitely had a major cycle closing out and they were aligning with the Ace of Cups, so their heart. But let's just go with the bottom of the deck. It says 999, your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you're experiencing a significant change or conclusion, full moon in Sagittarius, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How do you make room for something new to emerge? And that's what I said to Taurus. You win some, you lose some. Embrace the flow of life, yin and yang. And they also had that it's important to use this time to reflect. I do feel changes coming with 5555 behind it. Lean into it here, Virgo. It feels like you've been aligned to something new or someone new. Okay. Please show me the angel number for the Virgo collective. Virgo. Two more. Nope. Your cards, look at this. They gave me two. Okay, the first one says great blessings, and it is 4 6s. Now, don't be scared by that number. Some people don't like it, but it's a beautiful number. It says nurture yourself. Funny that. Your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love opportunity, or job. It really does need to squeeze in somewhere. Very, very good. Now, you look at that. Prioritize self-care coming out twice. Self-love, self-care. Allow people to support and help you here as well. Now, compassion came out as well, 2020. It is a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct, but it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. So I really feel like today, Taurus and Virgo are being told to align with their life's purpose or an opportunity or path that really spiritually feels more connected to them, brings them more joy and happiness. Beautiful. And even then we've got bottom of the deck 2424, which says good times. I was going to say Taurus, you might have a strong placement there. You are worthy of affection, leisure and pleasure. If you tell your friends and family how you feel, you'll find you're all on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, you will find it will find its way back to you multiplied. And once again, I know you're bored of hearing it, but Taurus had that too. So powerful to see repeating themes and messages with all the shuffling. People often ask me why I share that. They go, I don't care about that sign. Well, here's why. Firstly, if you're a person who's watching your sun, your moon, and your rising, and you see repeating themes and energies and you can connect the dots, it can mean a much more powerful resonance and significance and support for you. Secondly, if you are dealing with a particular sign, it can be that double confirmation when you look at both readings that this is indeed for you. Okay, so that's why I do share it. All right, let's have a look at tarot and we'll join the dots, shall we? What do you think it is, Virgo? What did I say I hoped to see? The Knight of Cups. Look at that heart. I mean, it looks like a really compassionate soul. Knight of Cups is McDreamy. They've got roses, the white horse, they've got the picnic rug. There's a letter there. It could be an invitation coming your way. There could be a proposal. I definitely feel romance is in the air. So. Now, Knight of Cups, if this is not romance entering your life or you feeling the inspiration to ask someone else out, Knight of Cups is action, but it's based on what your heart desires. It's like your heart is pulling you in a certain direction. Let's see, which one is it for you, Virgo? All right. I also feel like there's a need for you to prioritize self-care and to romance your life a little bit as well. Be good to your wee self, as we say in Scotland. Always be good to your wee self. Look at that, Knight of Cups, okie dokie. Page of Wands. Oh, there could be a message, an invitation. Romance is in the air here. Like this can be passion, excitement. Can be a message. Virgo. We have Scorpionic energy. I haven't seen this for a little while. The Death card says on this particular deck, death or rebirth. Now you can tell Mercury's retrograding. All the speakers are nowhere near as articulate as usual. Let's see. I know you'll forgive me. And then we have the Four of Cups. Oh, gosh. Your mood might be about to shift gears here. So if you're in the Four of Cups, then this is a person who might be feeling, meh, not much is going on in life right now. In fact, I'm a little bored. Like life is a little blah. Like that can be the Four of Cups. It can also be where, you know, you're rejecting someone. So hopefully that's not the case. You might not be interested in a proposal or a person, and you might be on the fence about it. That could be where that decision is. Look at that. Because remember, this says death or rebirth. Now, by the way, retrograde energy, Mercury retrograde, particularly in Cancer, people are extra nostalgic, extra emotional. I don't know if this is someone from your past, but death or rebirth can talk about, is it over or do we give it another shot? Lots of things are coming through here. So some Virgos, you're in a relationship or you're seeing someone. Maybe you've had a tiff, or maybe you even had a break or a breakup. You could be in the Four of Cups and someone's trying their best to reconnect with you emotionally, because this is the Ace of Cups and this is the Knight bringing the Ace of Cups. You might be like just flat out rejecting this person's invitation or advances. Or this can be roles reversed, right? You might be trying to connect with someone or reconnect with someone and they're just giving you the cold shoulder. So I don't know which way this is swinging, but if it's your reading, you're going to know. You could be dealing with Scorpio here as well with the death or rebirth. Let's get the middle row for Virgo. What else would you like to show, Virgo? I feel like you are on the fence. You know, make a decision, follow your heart. Now, if it's not about this person, what they're saying is if you're unhappy and you don't like a situation in your life right now, or even if you're bored in your life right now, it's time for change. The Death card is change. It's transformation. Transmute the energies. Move in the direction that will connect with joy, with happiness. Okay, so it can be like a kick up the bajungi, I call it, from the universe, to say shift your mindset. You know, focus on gratitude. If you're not happy, be the change maker, right? And I do think that's such an important thing for us to know, that if we're miserable or we're unhappy in life, it's up to us to make the change. Make the change, and I see change. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Sorry, I had to laugh. That was funny. Okay, I definitely feel they're encouraging you to come off the fence and to make a change or a decision in a situation. Interesting, 3 cards came out together. In the heart of the reading is that Page of Swords. Okay, we've got the Emperor. It's interesting because 2 cards came out on top of each other and they're very fiery. Queen of Wands, 6 of Wands. I feel this is the same person. And there's the Page of Wands, bottom of the deck. Okay, what I want to say, right away, we've got the Page of Swords, which I saw with the Ace of Swords. Perhaps right now you are searching for the truth or searching for the answers or trying to figure something out because you're on the fence or you're trying to make a decision one way or another, whether it is endings and new beginnings, whether it is reconciliation, whether it is making a change. Now, I do see a feminine energy and a masculine. So Emperor, Aries energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, Leo energy. Okay, so a lot of fire. Now, this Queen of Wands came out with the 6 of Wands on top of it. So they came out like that on the deck. So I'm feeling there is a person here who gets a lot of attention, Virgo. Turns heads. Whatever they're doing in their life, success is following them. Success leaves footprints, right? So this is a person who is seen as successful, seen as magnetic, seen as attractive. This is a manifestation energy, a person who knows that they can manifest all their hopes, dreams, and wishes, right? Like this is success and victory because the Queen of Wands knows it, right? So if I'm not describing you, this could be a person that you're dealing with or the energy you're needing to embody. This Emperor is a divine masculine, so it can be father, it could be a man that you're dealing with, you could be a man. You could also be strategizing right now, ready to take the lead in a situation. I'm seeing the chess piece. Let's get the next row, shall we? Okay, let's see, please. Virgo, what else would you like to tell the Virgo collective? Now, we have a beautiful new moon coming up in Cancer in a couple of weeks or so. Beautiful new moon. An emotional new beginning. What do we have? Oh, 5 of Cups. Taurus had that today too, and I think they had it in the same position. Yeah. There's something about you connecting with your creativity or doing something to spark your passion again and bring you out of 5 of Cups. Can I get 2 more, please, Virgo? 5 of Wands. Seeing the Empress in the heart of the split. Emperor, Empress. Virgo. The Moon. And there's that Empress again with the Ace of Wands. Wow, lots of repeating themes today. Taurus had 5 of Cups and Moon, and I was saying to them, which might be the case for you as well, it seems like the earth signs could be in their emotions a little bit in the next 2 weeks. Hidden emotions, hidden feelings in the emotional depths. You know, I do feel Mercury retrograde, whilst it's not the 6 of Cups, it's coming out today in the earth readings. I do think there's something about the past, because 5 of Cups is grief attached to a situation or a loss in the past, and someone's still ruminating and in their emotions connected to it. 5 of Wands is fire. Okay, there is a lot of fire here today. Emperor, Queen of Wands, 6 of Wands, 5 of Wands. This is about fighting for what you want in a situation, elevating your skill, your talent, your ability to compete for, to overcome, to stretch for, to strive for. It is a card of where the universe is saying you need to elevate. Standing out from the crowd, I'm also hearing. And I feel like this is what's happening. Like, so say, for example, you're competing for something, and it could be connected to work or in business. What they're saying to you is be in the energy of what it is that you want to attract in your life. And if you want to become out the victor or the winner in a situation, or to achieve this recognition or success, you're having to believe that it's already yours, okay? This is a super attractor energy. Bathe in it. Visualization. Focus on what it is that you desire. Look at this person, like as above, so below. Okay, now, by the way, fire does connect to creativity. So there could be some sort of passion, creative pursuit here, something in business. Some of you could be entrepreneurs, I'm picking up as well. So there is at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. Yeah, there it is with Judgment and Ace of Swords. And I can see the 8 of Pentacles. So, you know, Judgment could be where you definitely are trying to figure out something new here that you're wanting to do. You know, the Ace of Swords can be your thoughts, your ideas. The Wands can represent your creativity, your passion, what you bring to it. So perhaps some of you are aligning with something new, a new direction in your life, a new hobby, a new job idea, something different. No, this could be a new business idea, right? Putting together the best of your thoughts and the best of your creativity. I just feel like you're awakening to the truth about something new in your life. Now, let's just recap before we close. I do think in the next 3 weeks, there is a decision looming. Okay, I actually see a few things going on for you this time round, Virgo. I feel that there is the opportunity to heal a rift. 5 of Wands could be, you know, there could be disputes or anger between you and another person. Someone here, Knight of Cups, is definitely coming in wearing the heart on their sleeve. Whether they're apologizing, whether they're just trying to reconnect with you emotionally, whether this is new love, but I'm not feeling that necessarily. Death or rebirth suggests you've got a decision. And it could be second chances, because that's what the Judgment represents. It's the card of second chances. You have got free will, Virgo. It's up to you. Now, Page of Swords, I do feel you're analyzing a situation, or you're trying to seek the information that you need to support you in making a decision. But the universe is really saying just to follow your heart, Knight of Cups. Something also, you know, this emotional feeling, I just feel, you know, you've got fire and water. I feel like there could be quite a lot going on. That's probably why you had the ebbs and flows of life, the yin and yang of life. And it could be then the workplace or in some area of your life, you do feel like you're having to elevate or stretch. And it could be quite, you know, quite a task here. Say you are competing for a promotion at work. You know, it does say that you're needing to elevate here, whether it is through study, Page of Swords, that could be the case. Because success is within your reach, is what I'm hearing. So Queen of Wands, 6 of Wands, success. And you can see the person, it's within their reach. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Love and light. God bless.